Alright YouTube, so today we're working on a 2002 Nissan Frontier. It's a 6-cylinder, 3.3 liter engine, and we're going to be removing and replacing the idler pulley on it. It's a pretty straightforward process, so let's get right to it. There's a 14 millimeter bolt right here, which holds tension in place for the pulley, and we're going to just go ahead and remove it with a socket, and as you see, we now have a little more tension on the pulley itself, at which point we're going to follow through with the 14 millimeter wrench and just gradually break the torque off the front retaining nut. Upon doing that, you should be able, you don't want to remove it all the way, just break some of the tension loose off of it, and then you want to go ahead and continue to break tension off on the upper 14. Upon taking the belt off, you'll go ahead and remove that front retaining nut all the way now with the washer. Pull the pulley out through it. Watch out for the back washer. And now pull out the retaining nut that held the tension in place up top, that bolt right here. And there it is. Installation is now pretty straightforward in the reverse order. Go ahead and break the torque off the front retaining nut. I would put the nut on the manifold, hold the entire assembly like so, place that on the manifold, take the tensioner bolt, thread it through the hole like so, while you sneak your arm through the front bracket. Take the entire pulley assembly as one component. And ensure that you put it through the bearing of the tensioner bolt. Once you've ensured that the bolt head is holding the hex head is on the bracket and everything's good, go ahead, hand thread the nut on the front washer. and then gradually begin tightening both in sequence. Don't tighten one all the way without gradually tightening the other, and vice versa. So I'll turn this one a few cranks till I get it nice and snug, and now I will follow through with the front retaining nut, and I will begin to get this one until I feel it to become a little more than snug. And then keep in mind, before you go too far, once the idler pulley is securely in place, that you want to ensure the belt is placed on all the ribs without it being crossed. So it's very important to check it before you go too far. Now you want to gradually begin tightening them until you feel that one is snug. Then I would go ahead and give the other a few turns gradually, while maintaining a visual inspection on the belt and ensuring that it's not cross-threaded on the belt pulley ribs. And then you can go ahead and tighten it the rest of the way. And again, you don't want to tighten it too much. Probably, I think the shop manual probably calls for 15 to 18 foot-pounds, so that would be probably equivalent to the force required to squeeze a lemon. So nice and snug, but not overly tight. Obviously, you see I'm just tightening because I'm barely using 2 fingers, although I do feel the tension increasing gradually. And now I can actually feel that it is really nice. So I've already tightened the front. Give that one last snuggeroo. Check the belt tension. It's nice and tight. So I'll probably want to back off just 1 turn or 1/2 of a turn. Check the tension, and that's it. You don't want to overly tighten the belt where you may cause it to wear out prematurely, but you definitely don't want to maintain any slack in it there, because then you won't be letting the alternator do its thing. So we'll just start the vehicle real quick to make sure everything's fine, and then that'll be it for this one. No more belt squealing, and everything is looking very good right now. So if you thought this was helpful, please like and subscribe.